Hello, Saudi Daisy. This here's Michael, here to bring you your news about the governor's school basketball and Trump's return to candidacy. Your school news starts now. Blue Sky has announced the date for their open house at Blue Cross Blue Shield. This opportunity for students to explore the Blue Sky options will take place on December 3rd from 10 a.m. to 1:30 p.m. Keep in mind you must reserve your spot by the 28th of this month, and adults must bring a photo ID for entrance. Application deadlines for Tennessee Governor Schools are coming up these next 2 months. During the summer, Tennessee Governor School provides 11 challenging and highly intense programs for rising 11th and 10th grade students who are nominated by their school faculty. An Eastridge motel housing an estimated 700 people shut down Wednesday morning following a motion from the Hamilton County District Attorney's Office. Closure comes after District Attorney Cody Womp asked the judge to temporarily shut down the property, citing a high volume of crime there in the past few years. Court documents show Hamilton County Judge Boyd Patterson signed off on the order Monday. The amount of law enforcement and first responder resources that this locations require is unreasonable and unsustainable, Womp's office said in a statement Wednesday morning. An emergency hotel fundraiser by the coalition has raised more than $11,000 to help displaced residents find shelter. Now to Clayton with this weekend's weather.
Yeah. Hey Saudi fam, it's Friday and also time for your Today is gonna be mostly sunny. We can expect some highs in the 50s and lows in the low 30s, upper 20s. We're gonna see a few clouds throughout the day, but overall it's gonna be mostly sunny. And so is Saturday.
Saturday is going to be generally sunny throughout most of the day. The high is gonna be around 50 degrees and the low will be around 26 degrees. It is to be partly cloudy on Saturday. But how about Sunday? It's cold, guys. Now that winter's started, it's colder than it has been. So make sure you wear a jacket because this Sunday is also going to be pretty cold. The high is only in the mid 40s and the low is in the mid 20s, but we're going to see full sun all that day. So if you want sun, you can go out on Sunday. Although it will be cold, make sure you wear a jacket and some pants. Cold means that it's almost Christmas time and also Thanksgiving. So have a good Thanksgiving, fellas, and we'll see you next time after Thanksgiving break. Now to the break, and after sports, national news, and then pythons and things. Peace out.
Welcome back from the break. My name is Jacob with your sports news. Basketball season has begun. Let's see how our Trojans are doing. This Tuesday, the Trojans had an intense game against CCS. The boys lost to CCS with a score of 87-89, and the girls were beat with a score of 61-70. It was a tough matchup for the Trojans with heavy contact, and the boys pushing the game into 2 overtimes. Here are the schedules for this basketball season. Try to catch a game this season and support the Trojans. Hey, if anybody knows about bowling, let us know, okay? That's all for our sports news today, Saudi. Now back to Michael for news on the launch of Artemis 1.
Thank you, Jacob.
And here we go.
10.
Hydrogen burnoff igniters initiated.
That's right, ladies and gents. NASA has finally launched its uncrewed Artemis 1 mission on a historical journey to the moon. The spacecraft took off from Kennedy Space Center in Florida at 1:47 a.m. Eastern on Wednesday. The rocket is now officially the most powerful to reach Earth's orbit. It comes after 2 scrambled launch attempts in August. The mission marks the inaugural launch of the space agency's Artemis program and its plan to eventually return astronauts to the moon for the first time since the mid-20th century. It will take several days for the spacecraft to reach its farthest point, about 40,000 miles beyond the moon. The capsule is slated to journey back to Earth and parachute to a splashdown landing in the Pacific Ocean on December 11th. He tried to overturn the 2020 election and helped incite the Capitol insurrection of January 6th, and now Donald Trump says he's running for the White House? The former president made it official Tuesday night at Mar-a-Lago in a speech that was full of false claims about his years in office. CNN's Kristen Holmes has more.
America's comeback starts right now.
Former President Donald Trump announcing another bid for the presidency.
2 years ago, we were a great nation, and soon we will be a great nation again.
The twice impeached former president is aiming to be only the second commander-in-chief ever elected to 2 non-consecutive terms. Trump making the long-anticipated announcement in the wake of election losses from several of his endorsed candidates.
Much criticism is being placed on the fact that the Republican Party should have done better, and frankly, much of this blame is correct. But the citizens of our country have not yet realized the full extent and gravity of the pain our nation is going through, and the total effect of the suffering is just starting to take hold. They don't quite feel it yet, but they will very soon.
Given the GOP's midterm losses, some Republicans are wary of another Trump presidential bid. It is widely expected he'll face primary challengers. Florida Governor Ron DeSantis is seen as one possible contender to challenge the former president.
We just tell people to go check out the scoreboard from last Tuesday night. It was a hugely underwhelming, disappointing performance.
Another potential contender is his former vice president, Mike Pence.
I think we'll have better choices in the future.
President Biden, who has yet to announce whether he will seek re-election, tweeted after the announcement, quote, "Donald Trump failed America."
I believe I can beat Donald Trump again.
Trump's desire to announce his campaign early coming after the FBI search of Mar-a-Lago, which advisors say further emboldened his decision to mount what he believes will be a triumphant political comeback. Trump is the subject of a bevy of lawsuits and federal investigations, including his possible involvement in the January 6th Capitol attack. Trump is fighting a subpoena issued by the House Select Committee investigating January 6th over providing documents and testimony to the committee.
Few Republican lawmakers were present for Trump's speech on Tuesday. Many chose to remain in Washington. The room was filled with prominent election deniers like MyPillow CEO Mike Lindell, several of Trump's attorneys, and the past and present aides. Now gamers. Let's see what the best games of this year were.
That's right. That and more coming to the Entertainment Minute.
Fussy, you do Masagram.
Are you guys ready to celebrate video games tonight?
There have been many incredible games released recently. The Game Awards revealed the nominees for Game of the Year. Titles include A Plague Tale Requiem, Elden Ring, God of War Ragnarok, Horizon Forbidden West, Stray, and Xenoblade Chronicles 3. You can vote right now if you visit GameAwards.com and vote for the next Game of the Year in other categories. Rian Johnson's box office breakout film Knives Out, starring Ana de Armas, Daniel Craig, and Sexiest Man Alive, Chris Evans, is finally getting a sequel called... Except it's going straight to Netflix. But similar to Netflix's The Gray Man from earlier this year, the Knives Out sequel, Glass Onion, will see a brief week-long run in select theaters across the country. Previous Netflix films such as Roma and The Irishman and The Power of the Dog have had select showing in theaters, but these were mostly plays to get nominated for award shows. From November 23rd through the 29th, you can catch Glass Onion in select 600 AMC, Regal, and Cinemark theaters, with tickets on sale now. These movies are made to thrill audiences, and I can't wait to feel the energy of the crowd as they experience Glass Onion, director Ryan Johnson said in a statement. If you want to catch Glass Onion while it's still in theaters, it will be showing in theaters around Nashville, Knoxville, and Atlanta, and you can visit the official website for theaters and showtimes. Otherwise, the film hits Netflix on December 23rd. After 10 years as the top YouTuber, PewDiePie has been dethroned as the most subscribed YouTuber by popular YouTuber Mr. Beast. How many times can you say YouTuber? Mr. Beast, known for his videos featuring huge cash giveaways and prizes as well as his abundant charity work, has seen exponential growth in the past year. PewDiePie, who now describes himself as retired, has said that Mr. Beast definitely deserves it. I sure hope he does it. In regards to him, Beast surpassed in subscribers. Good luck to Mr. Beast. Beyonce's name will be said more than any other artist when the nominations are read at next year's Grammy Awards. Rick Damigella has the story in our Hollywood Minute.
Beyonce's Break My Soul is up for Record of the Year and Song of the Year at the 2023 Grammy Awards. The singer topped all other performers with 9 nominations, which ties her with husband Jay-Z as the most nominated artists in Grammy history. The awards will be handed out February 5th.
Why are you in London?
I'm gonna put on a show at this famous theater.
People are numb, disconnected. We're gonna wake them up with a wave of passion they've never felt before.
Here's your first look at Magic Mike's Last Dance. The threequel reunites Channing Tatum with director Steven Soderbergh, who directed the original film, and co-stars Salma Hayek. Magic Mike's Last Dance begins February 10th.
Cats have 9 lives. Watch!
Boss, I think you set the oven too high.
Now I am on my last life.
Oh no.
Salma Hayek will be heard even sooner than that, alongside the voice of Antonio Banderas in Puss in Boots: The Last Wish. The sequel arrives 11 years after the original Puss in Boots. The cat's out of the bag December 21st. In Hollywood, I'm Rick Damigella.
That's all for your entertainment minute today, Saudi. Now to Michael for a serious question. Who would win in a fight, a python or an alligator?
Ladies and gentlemen, I ask you a simple question. Who would win in a fight, a Burmese python or an alligator? Well, ladies and gentlemen, we have the answer, and the results might shock you. It was the 18-foot-long Burmese python, which had a 5-foot-long alligator in its stomach. Turns out the python was the winner. According to a recent video, it's the python. I would like to personally apologize to all the gator heads out there, but that's a loss. A team of veterinary pathologists recently extracted a 5-foot-long alligator corpse from the body of an 18-foot-long Burmese python that was euthanized in Florida. The necropsy, or animal autopsy, was captured in a jaw-dropping video and recently went viral on Instagram. That's all for our news this week, Saudi Daisy. Have a good day and a good night. And just so you know, may the man be in your favor in this fight. May the man be in your favor? What is this a reference to?